Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star. The message I have is in your notebook, okay? The scripture comes from Isaiah 16, 1 through 5. Send lambs as tribute to the ruler of the land, from Selah across the desert to the mount of daughter Zion. Like fluttering birds pushed from the nest, so are the women of Moab at the fords of the Aran. Make up your mind, Moab says. Render a decision. Make your shadow like night at high noon. Hide the fugitives, do not betray the refugees. Let the Moabite fugitives stay with you. Be their shelter from the destroyer. The oppressor will come to an end, and destruction will cease. The aggressor will vanish from the land. In love, a throne will be established. In faithfulness, a man will sit on it. One from the house of David, one who is in judging seeks justice and speeds the cause of righteousness. So God is saying for someone, God did not just choose you just because, like he just was like, you know what, forget it. You go. No, God said he chose you specifically because he knows that you seek justice. You seek justice. You are not somebody, some people, they only choose people that they like, kind of like how when kids are playing a game of baseball in gym and you got to choose your teams. The first people you choose for your team is gonna be your friends, period. And then after you done picked all your friends for your team, then you gonna go for the people that you think will be good at the game. And then the last people are the people that everybody know don't want to play. Okay, I'm gonna be real and say that I was one of the last people because I was literally scared of the ball. Okay. I was legit terrified. I hated the ball. I ran from the ball. Like my team captain would be like, "Yo, Sarah, just don't. All you got to do is just sit there and look cute. You don't even got to come in and play." He would be like, "Coach, I don't know why you trying to make her. You know she don't want to play. You know she don't want to play." Okay, but God said, this for somebody. What God is putting you in on, okay, you said that put me in, coach. You said put me in, coach. You want to do this. You are good at this. You are someone that God is choosing to be a team captain. And God is not just choosing you to be a team captain because you're pretty. God is not just choosing you to be a team captain because you fly. God is not just choosing you to be a team captain because you have charisma, okay, and people like you, okay, although all of these things may be true, okay, but at the same time, it's not only about that. It's not just about your personality. It's not just about your looks. It's not just about your vibe. It's also the fact that you are seeking righteousness. You are seeking justice. And, just like I just said in that story, I was the person that was picked last. And I feel like for somebody, you had this experience. You know what it feels like to be picked last. You know what it feels like to be bullied. You know what it feels like for people to be picking on you, trying to make fun of you, trying to pick you apart, trying to find any and everything to just say about you, to try to drag you and try to pull you down, try to ruin your reputation, trying to ruin anything. Like you know what it feels like for people to be at their worst. You know what it feels like for somebody to allow the devil to use them to destroy you. And because of that, God chose you. Because when you are on that, when you are in a position to where you have to choose who you are going to help, when you are in a position where somebody needs your help and they come to you asking for your help, you are able to wholeheartedly give them help. Whereas somebody that is, they pick and choose who they like. They pick and choose who they want to help. They go off of how people dress, how people look. They go off of their emotions. God said he don't have time for that. He don't have time for nobody that's not going to be righteous. He don't have time for nobody that has a jealous spirit. He doesn't have time for anybody that has a hateful spirit. And like a lot of people don't even peep that jealousy and hatred, that is a big part of the Jezebel spirit. Because she was a very jealous woman. She was a very hateful woman. She was a very spiteful woman. She deliberately slept with other women's husbands. She deliberately had people killed just because she felt some kind of way about them. This is a part of the Jezebel spirit that is always ignored. Everybody always want to talk about, some people, they just want to depict a woman as a Jezebel spirit just because she's pretty or just because she's attractive. No, she's pretty and attractive because God made her that way. The Jezebel spirit is a personality. The Jezebel spirit is something, it makes you act a certain way. It makes you behave a certain way. It doesn't just make you attractive and pretty because, as your girl, as I have figured out, when I first started prophesying, God made me go on a full-blown fast from vanity for 3 months. But it was for a reason. Because, some people around me and just some people in general would believe that the only reason that God was blessing me is because I had on makeup or because I had my long nails done or because I dressed this or because I act like that, I did this, I did that. So God was like, nah, wrap your hair up. Go back and watch the videos. God was like, nah, no makeup today. Nah, no lashes today. I know you got your own cosmetic line, but chill on that for a little while. And I fasted wholeheartedly from vanity for 3 months, okay? So ain't nobody finna tell me that I gotta take my nails off. And, it's just like, I know they don't have nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? I get it now. I understand now. Because some people want to try to act as if, well, if you didn't have this, you wouldn't be able to do this. If you didn't have that, let's try to strip them of everything that they got so that we can see. You know what I'm saying? I used to have friends that would be like that, trying to steal my makeup, trying to steal my clothes, trying to steal my stuff so that they could try to strip me of the things that I have so men wouldn't be attracted to me. But lo and behold, it don't have nothing to do with that stuff. I can't help it the way that God made me. And this is for somebody. You can't help the way that God made you. God didn't choose you because of your looks. God did not choose you because of your personality. God did not choose you because of your vibe. God did not choose you because of your people skills. God chose you because it's you. It's who you are. It's the way that you are. You are not selfish. You are not stuck up. You are not uppity. You do not sit here with your nose in the air thinking that you're better than everybody. You don't act that way. And God chose you because that is important when it comes to what God chose you to do. You can't be selfish the way and do what God asked you to do. You can't be judging people off of how they look and do what God chose you to do. What if God was to choose you, for somebody, if God chooses you to make a shelter, God chooses you to make some kind of homeless shelter or something like that, and then a woman comes to your shelter and she's pretty and she has a nice bag and she's dressed nice, but she's telling you this story, letting you know that she's been going through some things. She's telling you this story, letting you know that she needs help. She's telling you this story, letting you know she needs to get out of a very dangerous situation. And if this person who is running this place has a Jezebel spirit, has a jealous, hateful spirit, they will turn that woman away just because they are feeling some kind of way about how she dressed. They feel some kind of way about how she looked. They feel some kind of way because she got a nice purse. They feel some kind of way because she got makeup. But they are ignoring the fact that she's been through some things. And God chose you specifically because you've been through some things. You know how that feels. You know how it feels to go somewhere and need help. And I personally do know how it feels to go somewhere needing help. And people turn me away because I have a Louis bag. Just because you got a certain bag don't mean that you don't need help. Just because you got it like that some people don't even understand how some women end up in situations, because they are fully dependent on a man. And, if it gets bad, if it gets to a point to where that man don't want her no more, if it gets to a point to where that man is mistreating her, if it gets to the point to where she feels like, I don't even know how to explain this, but, and it doesn't even just have to be with a man, but that is what God is talking to me about. For somebody, it could be a situation where a woman is with a man, and the man then started becoming abusive on her. He then started hitting on her. He then started mistreating her. He then started verbally abusing her, or whatever it may be. And now she got to get out this situation, but she don't have no money because he been taking care of her. She don't have nowhere to go because she been fully dependent on him. She don't even have her own bank account because all their money is meshed together. So now where does she go? What does she do? If she tries to go to a shelter, they're going to look at her and the things that she have and judge her. And God is saying he does not want somebody in charge of this type of situation that is going to be judgmental, jealous, and hateful. That's the message. God is saying, in your notebook, like this person, God is saying you that he chose, he knows that you have been through things to where you understand. I remember when I was in high school, there was a girl that went to school with me, and she told us that she was living in a shelter. And I remember one of the girls was like, how is she living in a shelter, but she has a Juicy Couture purse? And back then Juicy Couture was hot. Juicy Couture was selling $300-$400 a bag. And I heard them say that, and I was just like, But in reality, just because you're dressed nice, just because you have nice things, doesn't mean that you haven't felt upon hard times. I had another friend in school, and from the looks of it, you would think that she was doing well because she dressed nice every day. And when she walked home from school, and when she walked home, the house that she walked to looked like it was a big old 3-story house. It looked like it was a mansion. But in reality, she told me one day, she was like, that house is not really our house. That's my dad's friend's house. And he works at on the bottom level. We have to stay up top. And we're just staying there because we can't afford to get a place to stay. And I'm just saying this to say, some people, this person here, they want to try to judge you and say that you are not fit for the job that God chose you for. But in reality, they not fit for it, because they will be the type of person to turn away help from people that actually need it. They will be the type of person that would, put people down. They will be kicking people while they already down. They will be mistreating people that's already going through it. They will be hurting people even further. And that's the message, y'all. That's the message, y'all. The last thing I'm gonna say, when I was living out of my truck, I had Louis Vuitton luggage, okay? And for some people, they are so hateful that they would see the things that you have and assume that you have to be at a certain level because of the things that you have. They would see the things that you will have and assume that you have a certain amount of money. They will see the things that you have and assume that you have a certain kind of background, and they will try to treat you a certain kind of way. And God is saying that for these reasons, he has looked into this person's heart. He has looked into this person's heart, and they don't deserve your position, because they not going to handle it the way that they should. That's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.